Okay, I've been searching down this problem for a day or so here. I got my 2005 Pontiac 110 SV6. I love this vehicle to death. It's a great rig. And it is throwing a code and acting funny. It's throwing a P0641. And that means it has a 5-volt reference that is showing open. And $5 says, here's my problem. I just pulled this connector. This is from the control module up under the hood. This comes through the floor, and there's a plug there, and I just pulled it out, and there's a bunch of water in the plug from inside the vehicle. There's water leaking somewhere, and got inside that plug from the top. And there's the plug going to my sending unit, and for the fuel level in the tank, and my fuel pressure sensor level, and everything. I think that's the whole deal. So, I think we found my problem. Let's clean that up with some deoxit and find out. Alright, so what I've had to do is I've had to take my grinder, and I had to grind out the 2 rivets, the heads off of them. There's the hole where this connector goes down through the floor. And I ground the 2 heads of the rivets off so I can pull this out of the floor. You see where I ground the 2 rivets off, the heads off. Now I got full access to the back side of this plug. And now I can completely clean every one of those terminals in this connector properly. Nice and clean. Then what's going to happen is it's going to get sealed all up with RTV silicone, probably, all in around this, so water can't come in from behind, because this is a weatherproof connector from this side, but not from this side, because they don't expect you to ever have water from this side. So I think a bead of RTV silicone all around these wires, all around in here, all around here, like a gasket kind of thing. And then put this cover back on. It's nice, almost like a gasket surface there. And that'll keep any more water, if any more water gets in around the seal. I got to check my door seal. I think that's where it's coming in at, up top there. So there's how I'm making out so far. You can see how corroded those are inside there, all those wires. And that gray, one of those gray wires is my 5-volt circuit coming in, my 5-volt reference voltage from the ECU or the PCM or whatever you want to call it, coming in there. So there's my problem. So let's get this cleaned up and put it back together and see what we get. Alrighty then. So I had to take the scooter out to get what I needed to fix this. Come on, Mr. Thing there. Okay, so what I did was, you can see, I had to get small crimp connectors to go on the tabs inside that plug. So they got a heat shrink over them so they don't short each other out, and everything's all hunky-dory into that plug. Now I've got bolts to fit through the holes to hold that whole plug in. And then we're going to bolt that back together, and somehow we're going to waterproof this. I think a little bit of RTV silicone pumped in there, all in through that, might hold it together. Well, let's hope. Well, if we get through the night, it's good. And tomorrow I'll go get the proper plug. It's all good.